Vesper of Radius. Terrible exotic. What does it do? Grants wrist release an arc shockwave when casted, pushing back enemies and dealing damage. Rift energy recharges faster when you are surrounded by enemies. It's just a terrible exotic. Like, you're forcing me to get close to enemies. Like what? Like, I could see it synergizing well with the bottom tree of Stormcaller, because when you're surrounded by allies, you generate, you get energy faster, and then when you're surrounded by enemies, you get energy faster. So essentially, if you're in a raid, you're gonna get that thing like crazy. But also, you shouldn't be forcing. Well, it's just a terrible exotic because it doesn't do that much damage. So I could see it doing like healing rifts now generate increased.
No, wait.
Oh.
Don't leave. I need you.
Eris, we found something that we believe should be yours.
It's Sai's necklace. I'd recognize her craftsmanship anywhere. She's the one that taught me how to use a knife to carve beads. Perhaps I will take up carving again. Thank you. When she joined the fire team, Sai asked for only one thing: to be avenged. I wasn't able to do that for her, but I helped another Guardian to slay Omnigul. I think Sai, the real Sai, not this phantom, was at peace.
Okay, so are we done?
Sai spoke little, except when giving toasts. Then none could silence her.
Whoa. She just disappeared. So, the Sai was the hunter. She was the blade dancer in the group. Eris was the other kind of hunter. Then we got... Who else? Who else do we have? We have Val, the Titan guy. And then I think I saw like a warlock and then another warlock, maybe?
Tolan was a warlock, right?
Oh, Tolan was the warlock. So he was the guy on the side I think I was looking at. See, because you literally have to go through all of her fire team, getting all their stuff back.
Yeah.
So there's actually the Xenophage quest. It starts with these things. Like, you can go up to them and activate them. It's like a little bit of a puzzle. Like, one turn, like... But I'm not sure if you want that right now. Okay, so that lights up these two. And then, is it this one? So it turns on that one.
Oh.
Wow, that was easy. So then you pick this thing up. Emergence. And now we have to literally go through all of this whole quest. Emergence. Yeah.
Help her investigate the circle of bones beneath the moon. Also, you can increase your power level by acquiring powerful gear. Obtain powerful gear from challenges. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna...
So we have to investigate the circle of bones. Correct? Oh, and the faculties of the skull gives you Death Singer.
Where'd you go? Oh, back here.
Oh, what? Hang on, I gotta go back through the portal and talk to Eris because
Oh,
apparently it didn't work for my Val guy. So I might have to do a little bit of a cutscene thing.
that's fine. Ooh, this sniper is interesting.
Tranquility? Yes, it is. It is a beauty. Oh.
Although, firing line and rangefinder.
Oh.
Don't like
Here
the
you go.
perks, but
Val Tarlo's mark. It looks just like a bunch of chainmail. Wow. He forged a link for every life that he saved. And it was like maybe like 100 or 150.
Smell the hatred of the hive upon
It's
you.
cool. Bel Tarlo reforged mark.
All this time,
It was calling
first the pyramid on the
every
now
waking
a team of
moment.
guardians finds remnants of their presence in the black
Let's see the
garden.
perks on it.
Upon this discovery,
We
the
got
earth
Genesis
became
and
black. From it, we
Swashbuckler.
received another vile attempt at
Not
manipulation.
bad, but not good either.
What they want us to
Could
see,
be better.
as if we're to act the part of puppets and nothing more.
So,
Any further communication they send, we must discard. The moment we
so
let
you have to
them
investigate the
gaze
circle
on
of
truth
bones underneath the
is the
moon.
moment we lose.
oh, also
Your
that
path
one
led
lore
you
book that
here.
I'm looking
Take
at.
the last step.
Uh-huh.
Someone pointed it out, and I was like, oh my god, that's so true. The unveiling lore book.
Uh-huh.
The quiet here.
If you look at it closely,
deafening.
it's you see the pyramid
It is
and the
full of that which is
and like a circle
unseen.
at the bottom, and then all of the planets aligning, right?
Yeah.
And it reminds me so much of the syzygy which they mention in the books of sorrows. Because that's what a syzygy is when all the planets
All the
align.
planets align.
Yeah. And in the books of sorrow, what the guy, the father of Oryx was warning of is the syzygy between the 52 moons, I think of
Saturn? Oh,
Fundament, the planet that they were on or whatever.
okay.
And that when that syzygy happened, something terrible would happen to all of them, and that they needed to protect themselves or something like that. And eventually it happened, and like I think what happened is the darkness came and took over them, right? And but they kind of through the darkness, through like the Leviathan in the deep, they kind of were able to
Go
go
through
through
it?
the
Or-
They're like they were able to just survive that and be powerful people.
Cool.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, right? Because like
Yeah.
that means maybe that we're gonna get some clues as to what's happening.
I can place a banner for 5 phantasmal fragments. I don't even know what this does.
Gives me ammo.
And I can... Thanks to a fellow guardian, you can feel ready for battle. That's the lamest thing. I just needed to get rid of those. Because I already have 30, and I have like 30 more back
But I
in
think
my...
it's fine that
push.
it gives you ammo, right? It gives people ammo.
Yeah. You're welcome, other guardians.
You know where the circle of bones is, or do you want me to just like track it and go?
Yeah, let's just go.
Okay, I did it. It's in the Hellmouth region. Place thing. Oh wait, no, it's down here.
So the memory that I got, which was Veltarlo, it was interesting because he was the only Titan that went into the Hellmouth, right? To stop Crota of her fire team.
Yeah.
So his memory was like he's like walking away and he was like all distraught, and then he like turns back and there's like a giant dark blade axe and it just goes right through him. I was like, oh, wow, that's cool.
Interesting. This away.
Sorry, did you need that kill or?
No. Also,
Okay.
I realized that through the trailers, we actually get to see that people can use multiple subclasses, because I know Zavala, for example, he like in the beginning was using like Striker Titan, but then in
Yeah.
the original D2 mission he was, doing the Ward of Dawn.
Use a, yeah. But, there's technically a limitless amount of subclasses you could technically have, because the way subclasses formed is, they have the three elements, solar, void, and arc, but there's no, sort of limit to how you could use it. It's just that people prefer to use Striker Titan, up front and Bruiser, but there's nothing telling them, that's how like our third subclass is formed. They just you can activate it.
Okay.
That people just Thunder Crash Titan, they saw a new way to use the Arc Striker Titan light, and that's how sort of it formed. So, in the wider scheme of things, like in the lore, technically, you could have a limitless amount of freedom with the light of any choice that you want. But
Interesting.
yeah, as a game, you have to have structure to it.
Beyond the threshold and display your power.
Death Song. I don't know what the Death Song does, but I'm pretty sure we'll die if we don't
Maybe.
deactivate. Maybe. It would make the most sense, right? Also, is this not cool or what? Like, what am I looking at over here? Out on this area. Like, what is this? What am I looking
The
at?
skull of the devoted belongs to you now. There is great power in it. Should you find a path to wield it.
Like, what is over there?
I feel Tainted Lullaby.
So we're basically weaponizing a song. We're turning a song, the Death Song, into power that we can use for ourselves.
Wow.
I think is how that more works.
Also, yeah, when I saw this, I was like, whoa, they really lightened up this place more. Because I remember it
Yeah.
was just that dark circle or white circle in the background, and then now
Yeah.
it's just cracks in the
It's
floor,
fully
dungeon parts.
fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
And there's all those dead ghosts, phantoms, nightmares, whatever you want to call them.
That's nothing right there.
Yeah, there is nothing. I was like, huh, is there a golden chest over here? No, it's just garbage.
There used to be a really weird lore piece store location, or a ghost location. You know the dead ghosts?
Yeah.
It
That
was
you could
all
pick up
the
for
way
lore.
back here. You had to
Oh
climb
yeah.
back here, or something like that.
Can you
Yes.
go back that far?
Nope. It's just telling. It's like a barrier.
Turn back. Yeah, sometimes I like
Ooh.
to go back
Hey.
through.
Look at this. They have swords on the on like a weapons rack.
Yeah, I figured I saw those back in D1. I was like, huh. Oh, what? That's. Can this door opened up and then it just shut
Oh yeah,
after you left?
you know how the meme where ghosts are only useful to open doors? Well, that's exactly what you do. You just pop open your ghost.
Oh
It opens up.
no, I didn't even have to open my ghost. Yeah,
Oh
it's
well,
like I
yeah. Sometimes
I
it
heard
just does
someone
it.
say in the lore that like what are ghosts? I mean, I know that they keep you alive, but someone said that ghosts are sort of the resonators that we use to harness the light. Like if we didn't have ghosts, we can't harness the light, and therefore we will die our final death without a ghost. So you want to go to the next location?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. Your understanding of the Hive's death song has only just begun. Take the silent skull to Eris Morn.
Will we ever see Gallahorn ever return? Find out in
Also,
the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
what is this? Around you, darkness. If you are to discover your path, you must anchor yourself to light. Emerged from the dark. What does that mean?
That's for Xenophage.
And what do I
Or
need to do for
Starch.
that?
Xenophage, so we have to go... Hang on, let me go look up the Xenophage quest.
Oh,
I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I do remember that you'll eventually have to go through every single lost sector and do puzzles.
also looks like I'm gonna have to go soon. So
You'll have to go soon?
I actually have to go like right now. So
Okay, well, I'll see you later.
yep, keep on the grinding.
The next time bullies come crashing on our gates, I will be here to answer. We take back ground every day. Keep pushing.
Get that job taken care of?
Good health, friend.
Oops. Well, that's no good. Get that job taken care of?
Welcome to Twilight Gap, the place where humanity nearly died.
Guardian, there are no Crucible matches scheduled for the Gap today.
Osiris, how did you know we were here?
I saw the Guardian arrive.
You're spying on him?
I watch all Guardians of stature.
I am of stature. Oh, the red jacks. Oh, Okay, don't scare me like that. I remember playing on this map long, long ago. More red jacks. Feels bad. Well, they've added some fallen tech in here, I guess. I know you're still working, but you gotta chill for a moment. Okay? Oh, I don't remember this. Maybe they added it afterwards.
The battle against the Fallen that took place here, it made Titans famous. Not in a good way.
You say that like the warlocks and hunters sat on their hands.
Get off this line, Osiris. I'm showing the Guardian something very important.
Make me.
You would not survive that, but you made me laugh. You can stay.
I'm guessing Cyrus kind of has that. No, you know what? I do believe it. Osiris wants to stay because he wants to hear his old friend. Or more than a friend. What? But yeah. Imagine losing your friend to time, to literally the Vex, timeless creatures that can just roam around and walk through time, make time go to their favor, and then bringing them back. You'd wanna, you know, catch up with him, make sure, be a little overprotective now, huh? And of course, when he sees me, he's like, oh, okay, might as well, you know, have an excuse to eavesdrop.
The fabled Yellowhorns of legend were constructed from the armor of guardians who died here. Final deaths, all of them.
What happened here wasn't your fault. Or mine.
We would have lost if not for Shax's last stand. With Nkechi and Abdi and Truce, Li Feng, Anna, they all believed in him.
He's more stubborn than you.
I have never known him to give up. Ever. He's taught me a lot.
Shax is a great man. He's a wonderful man. Man with the helmet on. It stayed on. Ooh. Actually, just for the sake of Anna, I'll keep this on. I'll be gunslinger for her sake.
Guardian, whether you wanted it or not, you've become the best of us. Or close to it. Without you, there would be no Saint 14. The Battle of Twilight Gap might have been lost.
Saint, your ego knows no bounds.
And you have a fat head, Warlock.
They make me chuckle. Oh. It was right there.
What's all this? Guardian, there are no sanctioned matches at Twilight Gap right now.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Osiris!
Warlord Shax, as I live and breathe.
Saint 14? I thought you were dead.
Brother, I have always hated you.
They'll be at this for a while, Guardian. Feel free to move about the universe. I'm sure you have better things to do than listen to this.
Shax, the Crucible. What have you done with it?
It's not the crucible by which you and I were forged. Took years. But Twilight Gap changed everything. After that day out there, the crucible went from a place where we settled our differences to a place where we bettered ourselves.
I heard you give out some amazing weapons to your fighters.
Those weapons are earned with blood, sweat, and tears.
Are you sure your fighters are bettering themselves or chasing hardware?
Listen, even Guardians need to get paid once in a while.
When you put it that way, you sound like that sad, lonely rat man who lives downstairs.
The Drifter. Keep your enemies close, right? Watch him for us.
I was shocked to see Eris mourn again. She is not as she was.
She represents the best of us. Ghostless. And stronger than you and me both.
Perhaps we could get her a bigger gun. She would not have to carry that rock all the time. Speaking of guns, tell me more about these weapons you've crafted. I am not allowed to earn them. I have heard you made one for young Redrix. Redrix's claymore?
Broadsword.
Whatever. There was a hand cannon as well. You made one for Yosef. Luna's howl.
Yes, Luna was his dog. She passed on the moon, fighting Hive.
Those bastards. I'm glad you killed their king.
Are these questions leading anywhere, Saint?
Yes. The long rifle you designed, the revoker, what's the story behind it? What does it do?
It shoots bullets, Saint. It's a gun.
All the good work you've done. The city is amazing. The tower is amazing.
Anything I've done pales in comparison to what our Guardian has accomplished.
I always told you he would return to save us.
Still wearing that spinfoil hat, I see. The Guardian saved you with Vex Tech. He is not a divine savior.
Wanna bet?
Oh, you never change.
And you still owe me Glimmer.
In my defense, you were dead. And I don't make much as Crucible handler.
You know, when I walk the streets of the city, the children demand I carry them. I do so, but I ask them to sing me a song. A song of their people.
No, I refuse.
Then you can pay me. A titan is only as good as his word.
But I don't know any songs.
Make something up.
Oh, let me see. Eris hummed a few bars on the moon. How did it go? I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese.
That is awful.
It's not my song. It's Eris's.
Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. For a quest like that, I don't know why people were complaining. Come on, you get some fantastic lines from them. Like no recoil, but slow. That's great.